Hello again and welcome to Eden Chapel United Methodist Church. It's time for Thoughts from Theophilus. Let's see who's coming to visit us this evening. Hello, Leon. How are you?
That's okay, Pastor John. I will pardon you this time.
Pardon me? Why are you pardoning me?
Well, for two reasons, actually. First, a king can hand out pardons if he wants to. Secondly, you need to be pardoned for not addressing me properly. You should, of course, address me as Your Highness or Your Majesty, or occasionally a simple sire would be sufficient.
Okay, what is all this sudden interest in being royalty? I mean, Your Majesty.
Well, I just found out that I'm a king. Cool, huh? Me, a king. Did you know that in the book of Revelation in the Bible, Jesus is called the Lion of Judah?
Yes, I did know that. Oh, Your Majesty.
Well, it was a surprise to me, and I asked some friends why Jesus would be called a lion, like me. They said that lions are a symbol for being a king. They even told me that lions are the king of beasts. How about that? And my mama didn't think I'd ever amount to anything important. But here I am, a king. You may want to consider bowing now.
Oh, sure, Your Highness. I think that it's great that you're a king.
Well, yes, I just want to let you know that I'm going to take it easy on you. I know that being a king, I can boss everyone around and they have to do what I tell them to do. I may have you clean my room occasionally, make up my bed, and stuff like that.
Well, yes, I'll be glad to help you out some. After all, you're going to need a lot of help.
Well, of course I'm going to need some help. Maybe you should remind me why I'm going to need some help?
Certainly, Your Majesty. As I'm sure you know, the job of a king is to serve the people and to make sure that the people are taken care of.
It is?
Sure it is. The king has to make sure that his people are safe and have plenty to eat and have things like police and fire departments and roads and hospitals and schools.
The king has to do all that?
Of course they do. Who else would have the power to do those things? You remember how Jesus' disciples thought that Jesus was going to become a king here on earth and that they would get to be his royal advisors? But Jesus told them that their role was to humbly serve others and to show love to all people.
I'll bet that wasn't exactly what they had in mind when they began following Jesus.
No, but thankfully the Holy Spirit came to them and showed them the truth. They became the good servants that formed the early church that we're still part of today. You see, the best kings are those who are the best servants for the people. That's why Jesus is such a good example for kings like you, Your Majesty.
You know, I've been thinking about it, and it would be okay if you just go ahead and call me Leon. Being a king sounds really hard.
But Jesus wants us all to be kings, Leon. He has crowns waiting for us. We just have to be the best servants that we can here and now.
So has anyone ever thought about how regal armadillos are? I think that armadillos would make good kings of the beasts. In fact, I think that I'll go tell the armadillos that they're the new kings. Bye.
You do that, Leon. We'll see you later. That concludes our thoughts from Theophilus for this evening. Remember, we'll be live in person in the sanctuary at Eden Chapel tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. And we'll go live on Facebook at 11:15 and then post it after lunch. Remember, be safe, stay healthy, and have a wonderful, God-blessed evening.